Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Farm thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I put the book down. I got a nice little lesson for you. As I go through life, I observe certain things. I put it on paper. I got a concept. It says self love is the number one ingredient for one's self mastery. Hmm. Good lesson, I think. Let me put it together for you right quick. All right, let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give you life lessons. But you tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Oh, you will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my yacht be true. I'm always coming up with different concepts. This ain't no different. Right thinkers, P Funk philosophy says self love is the number one ingredient for self mastery. If you don't love you, curl up in the bar, go in the corner, and just die. Why? Ain't nothing else gonna work for you. It starts with you loving you. And I love me some me. Always did, always will. Let's put this lesson together for you right quick. Maybe you can change your opinion about yourself. All right. This number one main ingredient for you to reach self mastery is love for oneself. It comes in different forms in different ways, but the actual idea of that feeling, that emotion, love starts with you. We love our parents, still love them, okay? We love our relatives, brothers and sisters, family members, yeah. But we love, family love is universal love, which is cool. But if we all realize consciously that we are all spiritual beings, so that means we're all one. So we can love each other as what? Family. I like spiritual love. I gave that lesson about spiritual love for church. But this is one I say we missing that ingredient. Some of us are missing it, and I'm just trying to show you. If you don't have self love, you ain't got nothing. Trust me, it ain't got no big no. You need to get this love thing right for yourself. All right, but we all what need self love. Like my man, mom's always say after she pray, we all need prayer. We all need self love. Correct? I make statements. I say things. People never want to agree with what I say. I don't give a damn. If I say that's what it is, that's what it is. You want to be anything but that. Haters. I get it. I understand it. And I've been doing my Carl Jung psychological thing. I'm starting to see a lot of ill psychological people that just, yeah, y'all got issues. Y'all got serious issues. But he just labeled everything so he can tell you. I said, I'm loving it. Why? I got a lesson coming for you about empaths. Break that down for you. Okay. I'm a rare one. You know, I was always like that. But let's get back to this lesson. Sorry. But the love of self is the greatest love of all. Muhammad Ali told us that. Or maybe I didn't understand. The greatest love of all is you loving you. Ain't nothing better than that. And he expressed that in every way he could. I love that. But the love of self is the highest and the greatest love of all that you can have. Do you love yourself? Simple question. It ain't personal to me. I know how I feel about me. I know who I am. I love me some me. The question now, every individual can feel that way about themselves, and they should. If not, what's the problem? I'm gotta ask. If you don't love you, why not? Moving on. I never forget my first love. Told me, I love you more than I love myself. I said, oh, ho, slow down. Pump the brakes there. Because I can't give you that in return. Why? I love me first. I'm putting me first. I knew that, but I was 16 years old. Okay? That's over 50 something years ago. So I've always been in love with myself. Not conceited love. I got that lesson for you too. There's two different kinds of love for individuals. All right? Love that you express spiritually and mentally, then that love you express. All right, but that ain't love, that's lust. All right, but I have always loved myself. Again, I ain't ever wanted to be anybody else, and I always had love for myself. So even when I was spiritually ignorant, I still love myself. Even when I was ignorant, I still knew love. I loved me. Okay, again, like I said, she told me that. I'm like, no, I can't give you that in return. I knew that. I wasn't gonna try. Yeah, baby, I love you. No, I'm not doing that. I was honest way back then. All right, when I was running the streets, my motto was, I'm sworn to fun and loyal to none. I let it be known, yeah, I'm doing her, and her too. If your little sister involved, I might get her. Well, that thing down there, he had no conscience. I think back to stuff I let him get me into. My bad. Moving on, son. Just had a little quick memory flashback. All right, but you have to love yourself. You got to before you can love anyone else. You got to have love for yourself. Don't put nobody, nothing before you. Wait a minute, you can be a goat. That means God over all things. Now, that's what you can love. You can love, but if you realize it and come to understanding, that's you. See, can't get around it. I got you covered both ends, coming and going, alpha and omega. You can't get around them. But all right, but you have to have love for yourself. Why? You are the first and last, alpha and omega for you. You start this thing and you finish it in love for your last. You the first and last, your own love. But love for yourself should be above all other love for anyone else. That's all I'm saying. That don't make you conceited, don't make you selfish. No, you just need to know which side your bread is buttered on. And the self is the first side that gets buttered. Philosophically. I hope you get the concept. All right, where we at? Oh, but those people, and I'm starting. I did this lesson because I started to realize a few things. Psychologically, I'm playing my card young. I'm observing people's reactions, and I find out those people who don't love themselves first, those who don't love themselves, what they were the ones who do the most hurting of others, of everyone else. Why? No love for themselves, so they can't understand the hurt and the pain they cause on other people. They don't feel it the same way people who love themselves, who care for themselves, who have understanding about emotions, feelings, and doing what's right. Okay, I'm not gonna kill unless it's me or you. If it comes out self-preservation, oh, I will kill you. If you're trying to kill me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm not gonna just let you kill. No, that's just survival. First of all, I'm just making the concept. But I'm telling you, that desire to do that don't come until what need be. Survival mode. Oh, I'll go. I have to carry a gun. I know the deal. Moving on. But if you ever had, here we go, your heart broke, and we all been through. Yeah. But if you ever had your heart broken, and that means you have to give that thing to somebody else and trust them with it, right? And like George Clinton say, and they do what? Walk on it like it was a flow. When you young, I get it. Okay. But I got an elephant concept. And when you take my heart and you walk on it and that hurt, you can get to do that only once. I haven't forgiven her for that yet. And again, that was over 50 years ago. I'm still pissed off. This is a perfect segue. Listen, understand this, and this is the most sincere I can get about people who do me wrong. I'm still pissed off about my first love, who broke my heart. Okay, understand that. Understand that. Her mother telling me, "Well, you got no, 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 no. I'm not that dude. Do me once, shame on you. Do me twice, shame on me. I'm not shaming myself for nobody, not even my first love. So don't ask me to go against my principles because I'm not. I'm gonna stop them. No, I'm not. But yeah, I'm not gonna forgive. Moving on. But okay, again, break my heart once. Okay. Break my heart or abuse me, misuse me, my love once, shame on you. Why? Every ex I got, they tell you that. They ain't been no, I won't do that. That's why. So you won't do it twice. Not gonna give you a chance to do that. That's why I'm not the forgiving kind. I told you I'm not forgiving. I don't give a damn. With a book, I don't read. I'm not a Christian, so don't expect me to be Christian philosophically. I don't follow y'all rules. I don't govern my life according to that Bible. So don't give me what the Bible say. You know how I feel about that book. But again, I set my rules and I follow them to a T. And again, that ain't changing. Okay, I don't do the forgiving thing. Best you can do is don't cross me. Simple. That's all you gotta do. Don't worry about the after. No, if you worry about the punishment, you worry about what's gonna happen after you do something. You already messed up. Why? Because that tells me you about to mess up. And don't worry, I'll prove it to you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Well, I don't do the warning thing. I don't do that nonsense. No, I'll just let you know this is what's going to happen if you do that. Simple as that. If then, cause and effect. You give me cause and effect to be, I'm going to follow it to the law. Moving on. Egoistic, self-centered, ignorant love of self is conceit and what they call arrogance. Okay? It's the difference to love yourself. But when you just stuck on yourself and it's all about you, that's all ego. That's all. And you got women. It ain't just a man thing. No, women think, well, no, you got an ego too. If you want, y'all call y'all divas, okay? Some of y'all use the B word to express yourself. That means I get what I want, how I want. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But look what you do to get it. We ain't going there. But my point is, when you that kind of person, you're not a good person. Okay, simple as that. Why? Your self love is false. Your self love is fake. It's predicated on things and stuff in your looks. The bat in the eye, the shake. Yeah, that for suckers, they fall for it every time. A real ain't going for that nonsense. Okay, well, I ain't that dude. You can walk naked in front of me. I don't care. Oh, you speak for yourself. I'm telling you, that don't move me. What you got between your legs don't excite me and make me act like a damn fool or change my character and my person. Cause you got to be crazy. But I've done some stuff for that thing, but not no more. I'm good. They said, grown up, put the toys away. To me, that's a toy. I don't have time for that. That's all. Moving on. Some people like toys. He love toys. It's dying day. Moving on. But when you're stuck on stupid, aka yourself, it's not true love. That's that false love. As long as I'm getting pleasure, as long as I'm getting money, as long as I'm getting stuff and things, I'm happy. That's all ego. Spiritual people don't give a damn about money. Don't give a damn about physical pleasures. See two different people. Moving on. That's the difference. Most ignorant people, they don't know what love or how to what show love or share love. Why? They all stuck on themselves. They ain't trying to do nothing for nobody but themselves. You see that guy in the office, everything he do is for who? Him. He's supposed to run the country. He's supposed to look out for us. Y'all got to be out your damn mind. Moving on. But that's the kind of people. Egotistic, ignorant people. Ignorance and power. Ego with power. Those are bad combination. Why? That's only going to lead to destruction. The self-destruction. That's the road that's broad. And everybody going down that road. Y'all just 80 million people put that guy in seat. Moving on. I can't get over that. But egoistic people. Always. Egoistic people will always what? Want to be loved. Show them love. They want you to kiss their butt. They want you to love them. Anybody go against him, he gets them. You don't get no more egotistical than that. Why think everybody said, oh, nobody gonna tell the emperor he got no clothes on. Everybody, yeah, you look good, emperor. Yeah. They're gonna acquiesce and bow and kiss his butt. Kiss the ring, so to speak. Wrong, wrong, wrong. But when you get them kind of people, they're not going to reciprocate, or no, they'll take the love. No, yeah, but they ain't going to give it back. Okay, that's a one-way relationship. They never work for nobody. Moving on. But the one who receiving all the goods. But they never show you love back. They're not equipped for that. That's why I say the ego. The ego is not equipped to show compassion, empathy, and love for anything other than itself. That's why you can't let that be the way you run your life. You end up alone. Okay? You will end up alone. Trust me. If a egoistic person loves you and you don't love them back, what's going to happen? Show you how quick they flip. That love they had would turn straight to hate. Now they hate you. You know them kind of people? Love you one minute, hate you the next. That means it wasn't love from the beginning. If your love could turn to hate instantly, that means it wasn't love from the beginning. Just again, psychological concept I got from my man Carl Jung. And when egoistic people are in control, when an egoistic person got power, oh, you know, ain't nothing going on but bad stuff. Okay, negative, and you can't. They scare you into loving them. Okay, their big thing is fear. Be scared of me, why? If you don't bow to me, I'll do you. You know them kind of people? That's dictators. That's crazy, but that's the ego. That's the ego. Again, just when you know them kind of people, understand it. If you don't know nobody like that, you might want to go take a look in the mirror and start to check yourself. Because there's a bunch of this going on. And if you ain't seeing it, you one of them. All right? You're not like us. All right. Again, loving yourself. No, 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 no. Loving your higher self. And for those who ignorant of themselves, they can't do it. Why? They ain't got no clue. That's why the ego don't care about higher self. Ego edge God out. Remember that acronym? That's the ego self. There's no God with the ego. Okay? And loving your higher self, aka God, is true love for what? Yourself. So in order for you to love yourself, you got to know yourself. And when you know yourself, you love yourself, you ain't got nothing else to worry about. Why? Everybody's got to do the same thing for themselves. You ain't responsible for nobody but yourself. So do that. Master yourself. Simple. And self-love is part of the main ingredient. Okay. Why? I love my mom. I love that guy there more than anything else. Why? They gave me life. I can't put nothing over them except what? They're human. Remember, they're human. So, yeah, I got to go with the GOAT. I'm putting God over all things. That's why. So, when you got that understanding mentality, you ain't got to worry about who you are, what you're doing. No, your love is for what? You and your higher self and people who created you. It all comes together. But watch this. I love me some. I love my mom, I love my dad, and then more than anyone else. But myself is not human. My higher self is not human. Get the concept? God over all things. Men are human. Women, human. God, not human. That's why I put them over all things. Let's go. It's all spiritual and mental. But when I understand love. It's an emotion. Again, y'all think, no. That's the act of love. Making love, having sex, whatever. But love is an emotion that's felt. That's what they keep talking about the heart. Every time on Valentine's Day, everybody making hearts, everybody. That's love. And it's universal when it's shared with the understanding of a higher power. When I go to church, I just told you, I did a lesson about spiritual love. I can't get spiritual love other than church. No, it ain't on every corner now. You can't go and buy it. Nope. You gotta go get certain things you're gonna go get from certain places. Okay. You can't go to a rib joint and ask for steaks. No, simple as that. You go with what they got and understand it. When you get knowledge, when you deal with your higher self, you ain't gotta worry about nothing else. And understanding love, you show it. You by what? By showing it. All that I love you. That talking dude. I'm gonna show my love. Like my man said, show me love. Yeah, give it to me when I can receive it and enjoy it. When I'm dead, don't show me no love after I'm dead. I don't give a damn about your love. Give it to me when I'm alive. Like my mom said, give me my flowers while I can smell them. and she don't like roses, but she take the flowers while they live. All right, again, conceptually, love is that emotion that what makes you do some strange things. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Remember that record? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. When it feels so good and you know it's wrong, that's what he was saying. I don't want to be right. I just rap. No, I just rather be. So love make you do. But love, if it was love, you wouldn't be doing the wrong thing with the wrong person. You'd be doing love with the right thing. That's what love is. Right. If it's wrong, it ain't love. It's lust. The two different things. Just change one letter. S that T. Okay. Here you go. But love for sex is not love. That's an idea, but it's really lust. Love you. Love what looks good to you. Yeah. Woman walking naked. I love it. I want to have sex. I want to do the wild thing. That ain't love. Again, because the body look good and all. Yeah. But when you put time to learn a person, understand who and how they are, when y'all get together, that's a union. That's an intercourse. Two people trying to become one. That's love making. Two different things. Bumping uglies and jumping up and down. That's lust. That's animalism. Just we all been there. Come on, man. I ain't sitting and talk to a bunch of kids. Let's keep it real. And I'm just talking about love. The act of it when you're doing that ain't love. It's one way to do it, another way to do it. Ain't but one way, the right way. Moving on. But love is what? Your love for God. Now you go. Your higher self is love no human being can compete with. That's why I just told you, love my mom and dad, but God over all things. That's the spirit and mental concept that you can't take away. God ain't human. We keep making God human. God made us in his image to be spiritual and mental beings. When you come together, you connect with him, you become a enlightened being. Unenlightened human beings. I'm not a human. I'm an enlightened being. An akus. Somebody who knows himself. Moving on. That's the purpose for coming here in human form. Spirit beings having human experience to what? Know thyself. I keep making it known. And love is one of the ingredients that you have to have for yourself to what? Master yourself. Wrapping it up with this. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope I get my point across. Here we go. But I love with my mind first. Remember that? My heart will never get walked on again. Okay, why? You gotta get my mind first. And I lead with my mind first, emotion second. If you can convince me that you're good and decent, then I will hand you my heart graciously. Okay? Sure and pretty much comfortable that you won't step on it or break it. And that's cool. That's all. I ain't said I won't, but I'm just saying in order for you to get it, it's gonna take a little work. That's all. But my heart is always protected by my mind. I'm a thinker. And I don't get emotional. I don't give a damn about emotions. Okay? You better enlighten me. You better give me something to think about. Excite me. Excite my mind. My loins. You can forget that. I'm way past that deal. All right. They say the way to a man's heart is the stomach. Go a little lower. Moving on. I'm a man. Trust me on that one. You keep him happy with that, he ain't going nowhere. Most of them do it because what? Wifey ain't doing it. So what you want, somebody else will. I hear women say, keep your man happy. There you go. There you go. Listen to them. Why? That's the ones who go looking for what? They ain't getting it at home. They gonna go get it in the streets. That's all. Moving on. They tell you, I want a freak in the bed, but a lady in the streets. Conduct and carry yourself in that manner, and your man will stay home. You'll be happy. Moving on. All right. Role playing, all that good stuff. Man, do you. Knock yourself out. But love, along with self-love and self-knowledge, is what I call knowing thyself. And loving who you are is really God. Once you figure that out, you will just love yourself. You just, yeah, I love me some me. Boy, I know who I am. That's why. You should too. Why? Once you figure that out, you will too. Trust me. All right. But true love is you knowing who you are and loving who you turned out to be because of who and how you are. The way you live is going to tell what kind of person you are. If your life ain't full of blessings, you ain't living right. If your life is blessed and you're living good, you're living like Mr. Right. What? Right? Trust me. All right, wrapping it up. And I always say, if you think you living right, you ain't got to think. If you're being blessed, that answered that question. If you ain't being blessed, again, that answered that question. Well, I'm doing the right thing. No. That ain't your call. That's his. You just do. All right, wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in again. I'm having too much fun. I got to go. But to reach self mastery, if you ask me, you don't have to love no one else but who? Yourself. That's where it starts and ends. Alpha and Omega. Hope you got the message. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I did. I'll be right back with some more. I'm gonna get the book out. I got something coming up for you, right? We're gonna do the judgment scene, one of my favorites. All right, right fingers in closing. May you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I've never done my right thing because who understand that self-love is the number one ingredient for self-mastery and passed away. I'm out. I love me.